And entering it, the Bells had a chance to take home a conference title, see if they could get it done at home against Cameron. Then we head to Odessa to see if the Rams could ground the Falcons for a second time this season. We'll check in with some high school sports and then reveal our player of the week. Now, sit back and relax. It's time for Season Pass.
This is your KLST Season Pass. Here's your host, Andrew Nipson.
Angelo State softball has been on a roll of late, winners of their last 11 games. It seems like they're peaking at just the right time as they hit the road one more time before postseason play. It was a doubleheader against the lowly Hilltoppers of St. Edwards in Austin early in the week. Game one, as you see, won by the Bells 6-2. Stats from that one, Morgan Hill got her 20th win on the year to just 4 losses in 5 innings, just allowed 5 hits and that 1 earned run. Courtney Barnhill went yard twice, goodness, and Tegan Kirk, we'll talk about her a little bit more. Now, more of the same in game number 2. Not a blowout by any means, but ASU got the job done and extended that win streak to now 13. Brandy Marlette keeps going and going. 21-2, no earned runs allowed. Courtney Barnhill went deep again. Jeez. Now, after the Bells were done at ATX, the second edition of the South Central Regional Rankings were released. Angelo State jumps in front of West Texas A&M at the number 2 spot. Now hosting duties in the NCAA tournament becomes a real possibility. Look at all those good teams in the top 5. Now we go to the bottom portion. 6, 7, 8, 9. Cameron is the number, another LSC team in there. And remember, folks, it's the top 8 teams that make it, even though they rank 10 teams in those South Central Regional Rankings. Now back home. And back to business. One more conference series and the playoffs are here. And if ASU wanted to win a second consecutive conference title, all they had to do was win one of their games at Cameron. That's it. Let's try number 1. Brandy Marlette with the starts. I mean, he's got a good chance. Let's see. Bottom 2. Bells down 1-0. Tegan Kirk. Look at that. That's a line drive, but it's good enough to get out of here. She's got some muscles on her. 1-1 tied. Top 3 now, 2 outs, runner on first. Cameron's Rayleigh Long singles to right field. Throw comes into second, but story of the night. Oh, errors out there in the outfield and into the infield. Goodness, that allows a run to score. Short hops to Beena, 2-1. Cameron up now. Bottom 7, same score. 2 outs. Down the last out. Madison Greenwell got to beat it out to keep it alive, keep the Bells alive, and she does. So next batter. Well, it doesn't matter because Greenwell gets thrown out trying to steal second. That is the game, and the Bells' winning streak is snapped. Good on you, Cameron, 2-1. Stats, Brandy Marlette, even though she had a spectacular outing from the circle, excuse me, not the mound, that's in baseball, she gets pegged with the loss, 21-3. Tegan Kirk, that line drive shot, perfect, 2 of 2, and Karina Rocha got on base twice. And then 6 seniors were honored before first pitch because it was senior day yesterday. Bottom 1, no score. Karina Rocha up with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Rocha ropes one down the left field line. Here comes Courtney Barnhill and Miss Tegan Kirk. 2-0 Bells off to a good start. Now, defensive errors, remember, cost the Bells a series opener, but not the case here. Bailey Wallace from her rump gets the out at first. What a play by number 4. Top 3 runners on the corners with 2 outs. Cameron's Callie Busby hits it deep. Uh-oh, that's trouble, but luckily it sure, just a ground rule double. So only 1 run scores. Now bottom 3, Tegan Kirk. Look at that. This one was a no-doubter. Another bomb for Miss Kirk. More from her later. And more from Bells in this one. 7-1. They officially clinched back-to-back regular season LSC titles. Morgan Hill improved to 21-4 in her 7 innings of work, 7 strikeouts. Tegan Kirk and Taylor Fogels both hit home runs, and they were actually back-to-back. In the final regular season game, let's just look at it for fun. Clap, clap. Here we go. Top 1, Brandy Marlette in some trouble early with the runner on second. Rayleigh Long bounces the pitch to Beena, throws the first. Then Karina Rocha, the third. Oh, that's not your typical double play, but we'll take it anytime, anywhere. It's bottom second now, no score. Michaela Stroud hits it over the shortstop, slides into second. But watch what happens when she slides. Oh, she loses her hat. That's why you wear it, because it's dangerous out there, ladies. She is safe. Next up, Brooke Mangold floats it It's still in the infield, but, oh, no. Mishandled at first. That allows the runner to score, and it's 1-0 ASU. There's the first run. The Bells added 9 more after that. They run-ruled Cameron. They take 2 out of 3 from the Lady Aggies, 10-zip. Brandy Marlette, 22-3 when she got the win in her 5 innings. And Madison Greenwell, with her 2 hits in that game, she set the mark for most career hits at ASU, a bunch of record-breaking ladies that are seniors this year. And Brooke Mangold got on base every time she went up to bat. Standings, the final standings for the Lone Star Conference. ASU, obviously, we mentioned it already. Number 1, they will host the upcoming LSC tournament. WT, Commerce, Tarleton, Cameron. Now remember, it's only 6 teams that make the cut for the conference tournament. So the 6th team will be Texas A&M Kings will become Texas Women's. They kind of sort of blew it. They had one more game against Commerce and lost 6-4. That was a play-in game for the tourney. So now here is the official field for the upcoming tournament. Friday starts with Commerce and Kingsville at 11 a.m. Winner of that game plays West Texas A&M later in the afternoon. The winner of the 4-5 matchup gets to play the host team, Angelo St. That game is slated for Friday, 6:30 p.m. All games at Meyer Field. Next up, it's the ASU boys' turn as the Rams got to play the last place UT Permian Basin Falcons. See how their weekend went when we come back.
If you've ever had this happen to you, Parsons Heating and Air has too, and they can fix it. At Parsons Heating and Air, we know life happens, and when it does, you can count on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Parsons Heating and Air, 1921 Hutchins Avenue, Ballinger, Texas.
If you've driven by our lot, you can clearly see there's no room for any more cars or trucks. Now is a great time for a really big sale.
Right now, you can get a 2016 Dodge Charger, or a 2017 Buick Encore, or a 2015 Nissan Pathfinder. Your choice, just $17,999 or $245 per month.
Don't miss our Bigger Better sale only at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston, Hart, and Arden Road, or 24/7 at BassMuch.com.
You've seen us when driving on Bryant, or probably even been inside of our store. Here at Santa Fe, we carry a wide variety of high-end rustic furniture and decor to choose from, as well as custom-built furniture just the way you envision. Our expert craftsmen can help assist you in planning and designing your one-of-a-kind piece. From the size, style, and upholstery, everything designed and built just the way you want it. Built to impress, engineered to last, and designed to wow. Right here, only at Santa Fe Furniture and Gifts.
How do you make the best trucks even better? You start by adding 1 more year of total dominance to the resume. That's 41 straight years. You improve with best-in-class payload, best-in-class torque, and best-in-class safety. And you say gracias to those who work hard, play hard, and make us America's best-selling brand and the best in Texas. As a thank you for 41 years of leadership, drive a 2018 F-150 STX with 0% financing for 72 months at your best in Texas Ford dealer.
The South Central region is weird when it comes to baseball. Out of all the other sports that have a postseason tournament, baseball allows not 8 teams from the region, but only 6 into the fields. The Rams can never afford to mess around late in the season. Here's what the first edition looked like. Number 1, Arkansas Fort Smith with that number 1 spot. Look, we got a couple teams tied for the 2 spots. And the 4 spots, Colorado Mines, Kingsville, and ASU is in there tied at that 4th spot with Colorado Mesa, the team that kicked them out of the tournament last year. So who is the 6th team? Oh, number 6, West Texas A&M. The regional committee does not like them so far, I'll tell you what, as Hank Hill would say. So what did the week have in store for the Rams? Well, in terms of competition, not much. They got to face the bottom-dwelling Falcons of UTPB. Great opportunity to get a large handful of conference wins and move up in the standings. Top of the second scoreless game, ASU trying to get its first hit. Jacob Boston liner snagged by Andrew Don. Did you see that? Let's look at it again in slow motion. Oh, he got up. Oh, yes. Now bottom of the second, UTPB with 2 runners on. Andrew Donovan at bat now, grounds to a double play. This was a low-scoring affair, by the way. Michael Urquidy's RBI single in the 9th gave ASU the go-ahead run. The Rams scored a few more to get a 5-2 victory in the first game of the series. Shane Browning, the winning pitcher in relief duty. Next up, It's a doubleheader on Saturday, but first, let's look at some stats from game number 1 of the 4-game set. Shane Browning, 3 innings, 6 Ks. Bradley Mathowitz, 1 of 3. He went long for his 1 hit. Yes, that's always good. Nick Novak with a double. In game 1 of the Saturday doubleheader, the Rams got off to a quick 4-0 start. ASU took the first game of the double dip, 8-4. Stats from that one, Kellen Roll, 9th save of the season in 1 1/3 innings pitched. He lowered his ERA after this game to 2.25, by the way. That's pretty good if you're not familiar with ERAs, earned run average. Nick Novak went yard, and Jacob Boston got on base a couple times and drove in 2. Now to the second game, we got video of it. High five for that. Top 3, 1-0 Rams up. Pitch gets away from the Falcons catcher, and Michael Urquidy races home from third base to score. 2-0 Angelo St. Same inning, Trevor Moses with the bunt turned into a sack bunt because it brings in Bradley Mathowitz. 3-0 ASU, and he was, of course, out. That's what entails a sacrifice bunt. A few batters later, Andrew Morales takes the ball 4 with the bases juiced. Welcome home, Inch Henshaw. Now, Falcons trying to end the inning, but Joe Scott Pace grounds to short. Overthrown, and 2 runs score. Rams continue to pull ahead and win 8-3. Shannon Broussard still perfect for the year in terms of win-loss, 3-0, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Jacob Boston, a double and a run batted in, and an RBI for Bradley Mathowitz. Final game of the 4-game series. It was today, and a slow start for both teams. Cooper Coe at the plate, and he rips one into center field to Michael Urquidy. That single puts 2 on for UTPB in the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Donovan at the plate now. Michael Urquidy at center getting all the action once again. 1 run scores, and UTPB trails just 2-1. They got a chance to win this. Top of the next inning, though, bases loaded for ASU. The pitch gets away from Coe, and Bradley, Mr. Mathowitz, scores for the Rams. They extended the lead to 3-1 in the 8th and added on a lot more. They won overall 9-2. More from this game. Andrew Croucher with the win, 1-0 in his 6 innings of work. Always good when you can get quality effort from that 4th game starting pitcher. Jacob Boston, perfect. Alex Salcido, nearly perfect. Oh, let's look at the standings with just 1 weekend left now in the baseball regular season. WT with the top spot. They've pretty much been there since the get-go, but they could very well fall out if and only if ASU and WT, they play a 4-game set. If ASU can sweep WT, they will tie for the top spot overall. And, of course, Tarleton State, well, actually, they're idle. So, ASU, I guess you can't win LSC after all. Sorry. I teased y'all. All right, let's look at the rest of the standings. Cameron and UTPB, neither of those teams are going to the LST tournament. It's actually set, if you think about it right now. Those top 4 teams, they're getting in because they only allow 4. Next up, we stop by the high school scene and see what's going on, mostly track and field.
Why pay more for less when you can get TV and internet for less than what you're paying for TV alone with satellite? It's time to start making sense. Switch to Suddenlink, and for just $69.99 a month for 1 year, get reliable TV and internet with up to 100 megs. It's risk-free with a 30-day money-back guarantee and no annual contract. Call 844-834-1382 or visit suddenlink.com/connect. Stuck in a contract? We'll buy you out up to $500. Plus, you'll get Showtime and Netflix for 1 year on us. So you can stream on the fastest internet in the U.S. And if you already have Netflix, of course we'll pay for it. But that's not all. You'll also get a free HD cable box and a free modem with Wi-Fi for 2 full years. All for $69.99 a month for 1 year. Satellite can't touch this. Call 844-834-1382 or visit suddenlink.com/connect for special web-only offers.
Blake Full & Wider always brings small-town values to big-time vehicles. During our spring sales event, you'll save almost $5,000 off 2018 Dodge Charger SXTs at Blake Full & Wider in Clyde. Best-in-class V6 fuel economy, 31 highway miles per gallon, and up to 300 horsepower. Need help with your credit? Ask us how to save an additional $1,750. Test drive a new Dodge Charger today at Blake Full & Wider in Clyde. Small-town values, big-time vehicles, only at Blake Full & Wider in Clyde or online at blakeclyde.com.
Come experience the 2018 Parade of Homes. 2 weekends, 24 homes, and endless inspiration. April 21st and 22nd and April 28th and 29th. This event will showcase the talents and innovative ideas of our local home builders. Tickets are available now at the Home Builders Association, ERA Newland & Company, Budget Blinds, Sonora Bank, PK Kelly Insurance, Enertel, or buy tickets online at sanangeloparadeofhomes.com or at the parade. The 2018 Parade of Homes. Homes is presented by ERA Newland & Company and will benefit House of Bank.
And while the postseason is just around the corner for the softball Bells, the playoffs are front and center in the high school world, and all eyes in the area are fixed toward the Lady Cats. In Game 1 of their best-of-3 series against South Grand Prairie, Central got whooped in Game 1. Game 2, though, was a lot closer yesterday, but still no win for the Lady Cats. They get swept, but still congrats to them on a great season. That program has come a long way. Now, the Central Bobcats are on the doorstep of the playoffs. The baseball team, that is. They're in 4th place in District A6A with 1 series remaining entering this week. Good news for them, it comes against the last place team in their district. Rents Rosas gets the start on the mound for the Cats versus Colleen Shoemaker. Top second, bases loaded, 1-0. Shoemaker up. Rosas pegs Ben Hamilton. Can't do that. On the wrist even. Forces in a run. It's 2-0 Shoemaker. Bottom 2 runners on second and third for Central. Down now just 2-1. Oh, how about we tie it? Cole Nelson singles to left, brings in Dylan Abbott, and we're tied up 2-2. Next batter is Rents Rosas. He hits a ground ball to the Shoemaker third baseman, but throws it wide of first base, so Jonathan Limon scores to make it 3-2 Central, and they added a lot more after I left. 12-3 the final. Good win for them. Then the road portion of their final series of the regular season. Well, no problem at all for the Bobcats. They sweep the Gray Wolves 9-1. So they're postseason bound as we take a look at the final District 8-6A standings. Waco Midway has yet to drop a single contest in 8-6A play. They're the number 11 team in 6A ball right now. As you see, Central comes in at the number 3 spot. So they get to play the number 2 team from District 7-6A. We'll tell you who that is coming up at the end of the show. Now to track and field. Central's Bailey Kinney is heading to East Texas to run track and cross country for the Lumberjacks. Earlier in the week, Kinney signed her letter of intent to the Division I program and is glad to be able to stay in state for college.
I mean, I could have gone to a bigger D1, but it would have been harder to run earlier in my running career, collegiate career. Being smaller, I'd be able to run sooner. So blessed to be able to do that. This is a day I've been looking for since I was 11, and I couldn't ask for anything more.
And she competed out at regionals, but it was Duriel Taylor that stole the spotlight. He cleared a height in the high jump of 6 feet 7 inches, a personal record for him. Tyler Middleford, 4th in the 800 meters. The 4-time district champ Bailey Kinney, who you just heard from, she placed 8th in the 800 meters. And it was a special Wednesday at Lakeview for senior track star Veronica Diaz. Diaz will sign with Texas A&M Commerce, as she will continue her career running with the Lady Lions. She chose Commerce because it reminded her of where she came from.
It was very small, it was very family structured, and just like their acceptance of your just personal spirit there is just like very welcoming. It's just like being at home again and not just like going totally somewhere where it's just like out of my space, like comfort, you know, and it was just very comforting.
Miss Diaz finished in the top 5 of the regional meet for the 3rd straight year, that is. She took 5th place in the girls' pole vault this weekend up in Lubbock, where the regional meet was. And fellow senior Tomas Briones took 4th place in the 1600 and 6th in the 3200 meters. So no Lakeview Chiefs or Maidens heading to state, but plenty of other fools from other schools are headed there. Hold on for the next minute. We show you everybody, I think. The state meet in 2 weeks out in Austin. Duriel Taylor, the lone competitor from Central. Austin Ortegon of Grape Creek is headed to state for a 2nd straight year. Jack Marshall from Brady in 2 events. Carson Stevens of Wall in the shot put. Drake Holyfield of Wall in the 110-meter hurdles. Here's some more people from Wall. Boys and girls 4x200-meter relay team. Sam Rocha, as well as Jaden Five-Bigger in the 800-meter event. Now let's go to Sonora. They went to a lot as well. All the boys 4x100, 200, and 400-meter relay teams all won first to regionals. They're headed to state. Willie Munoz, Evan Shannon, Jarrett Jackson. Now Sterling City, the 1A qualifiers. Ashton Niddle, congrats, winner of the 100-meter dash. And the boys 4x200 and 4x400-meter relay teams from Sterling City, who took 2nd at region, are headed to state as well. Now let's look at some more. 4x100 and 200 for both the boys and girls of Water Valley. They are not shy when it comes to state meet. They've won it a couple times, actually, for 1A. Kenzie Jordan heading there, too. Brunt. We got Jackson Chantrell, Alexandra Hensley for Menard, Dusty Holscher in 2 events for Eden. The 100 and 400 meters, if you didn't see your TV screen there. Yulissa Areno from Robert Lee, as well as her buddy Margot Mendoza. By the way, Areno is just a freshman making it. Kylie Cummings from Blackwell, Jordan Jones from Blackwell, and Hunter Clark from Blackwell. Now, if we missed any, or if I'm just talking out my butt at this point, please let me know.